All right, I've been telling you folks that the Lord told me that now everything is about to change. It's all about to change. And recently, I believe the Lord is revealing to me that these wildfires that are taking place right now are man-made. They're actually being set by the military. And this whole plan is to drive the people down out of the mountains and out of their homes. And this is not going to stop. Right now, these fires are going across, I think, 4 different states, and they're even getting ready to call in other countries to help with these wildfires. And so here you have Jade Helm operation going on with all these military taking over not just the states that they said they were going to take over, but they've been in other states now. They're showing up in all kinds of other states, including North Carolina, where I live. And so with them calling in military now, that was in the news last night. They're talking about calling in the military to help with the wildfires. And so now you have military coming in. You got Jade Helm going on, and now they're talking about bringing in other countries to help with the fires. And folks, understand what's happening here. They are literally surrounding the United States, and they're bringing in other countries now. And this is what I believe is going on. According to Agenda 21, they have a plan to get the people off of or out of the West, out of the Midwest and the West, out of the areas up in the mountains, to pull people inland or into the center of the United States. Their plan is to get everybody corralled into cities. Now, if your house has been burnt down, obviously you don't have a house anymore. So until you can at least get a house rebuilt, you're going to have a place to stay. Well, if the fire that's going on, these fires that are going on right now, get worse, which they are getting worse, then, I forgot how much territory has already been burned. But they showed a map last night on the news, and there were several states that they had outlined, not just one state. These wildfires are totally, completely just devastating. People's homes are being burned down. People are literally, I think, are being burned off their land. I think they are literally, that's what I believe the Lord showed me, that they are intentionally, these fires are not being started by lightning strikes like they're saying that they are. These areas that are getting, think about this. Now, you've heard of heat lightning, but is that what they're saying, that it's heat lightning that's starting these fires? Because there hadn't been any rain. There's not been any rain in California. There's not been any rain. So where is this lightning coming from? See, people are believing this lie. They're the ones that are setting these fires. There's a new world agenda. There's a new world order, an agenda that's going on right now. And the United States is, without question, is being brought into this the state of a police state, to where the people are being concentrated. They are concentrating the people. They are bringing people into small, basically, I think eventually that's going to be what they're setting up as smart cities. And then you got your smart meters, and everything will be based on the Internet of Things. And so it's all leading up to where everything is run by smart systems, so that they can use algorithms, and so that they can run everything, whether it's your energy, your water, everything will be based upon algorithms, and they'll be able to track how much water you're using, how much energy, and everything. And this is all, I just saw in the news that they were saying that we already have used, listen to this lie, they're saying we've already used the resources for this earth We've already used up the resources we're already used up the whole year of resources already. And so they said, now we're going to have to use another Earth. That's how they put it. They say another Earth. We have to start using another Earth. And so this is all about the carbon footprint, which Obama now is making the center of that's what the focus is right now, the rest of his time in the White House. He's going to be focusing on carbon footprint. And then you have the Pope that's getting ready to come to the United States and give a speech about the carbon footprint, talking about we got to save the earth. Listen, folks, this is Agenda 21 going into effect. You understand? They are literally confiscating the land. And that's how they're doing it. They know the people are not going to go willingly off the land. So they have started fires. They're starting wildfires. Now, I'd like to hear your comments on this because, folks, I believe the Lord revealed this to me. I don't think this is something that I just had a thought, that this thought came into my mind. I think the Lord revealed this to me. And this all goes along with Jade Helm, that they are putting these police into these military into these positions, getting everybody, they're getting ready for civil unrest. And that these wildfires have to do with this. Now, folks, understand, all they've got to do is detonate a nuclear weapon or a bomb or whatever under the ocean, and they can cause a tsunami. They can literally take out the California coast if they want to. They can cause a man-made tsunami by just detonating a huge bomb in the ocean. Folks, understand, we're dealing with diabolical. These are diabolical individuals, and they don't care about you, and they don't care about me. They don't care about human life. They have no value for human life. They have no respect for human life. So understand what's happening here. All the people in the United States are going to be, basically it's going to become law, that you're no longer to live in certain areas of the United States because we have to get off that land so that that land can have time to rest. This is their plan to concentrate people. Basically, this is the herding of the sheep mentality. Getting everybody, into a confined area where everybody can be micromanaged. So now you got these micro cities, these smart cities and the whole thing is so they can micromanage people, and that's why they have the smart meters and all these things, is because they want to be able to track. They want to be able to. It's total control. It's total control, so that they can actually have data of every single thing. It's a data footprint. They can know everything you do, and listen. There are already countries right now that are counting how much, or they're actually tracking how much water you use when you flush your toilet. Folks, listen, this is going on right now in other countries where they literally, you pay when you go to a public place, you pay based on how much, whether you got to go number one or number two, and you got to pay based on what. And that's coming to the United States, people. Understand, they want total, complete control. And so that's what the smart meters and Internet of Things and getting everything onto a smart grid, that's what it's all about. And they know they can't do that if you're living out in the West Coast, if you're living out in the West. If you're living out, in places like Arizona and California and Utah, these places that are far out, up in the mountains and away from the inner cities like New York and Washington, D.C., they want to move people inland. And it's going to be a process. They're not going to be able to do it overnight, but they're going to slowly move people down out of the mountains, from the east, from the west, I mean, down from the west. They're going to move everybody. They're pushing people down. How are they going to do it? Well, there's got to be wildfires and tsunamis and storms that they can actually cause with the technology, with weaponry, the things that they have already, that man has. They can actually cause disturbances. They can actually cause earthquakes. They can literally cause an earthquake if they want to. With all they got to do is use, different levels of bombs, different sizes, and folks, this whole thing smells of a rat. I'm telling you, this whole thing does not sit right with me. When I go and listen to the news and they talk about these wildfires and calling in the military and calling in other countries to help, listen, you got to understand, people, where we are. You got to understand where we are. Leave your comments below. God bless.